Hi everyone, this is my cultural learning experience video. Every year, my family and I travel to New Mexico. We frequently visit there because my mom's side of the family is from New Mexico. My grandma came from New Mexico when she had met my grandpa, and she moved to Los Angeles, and she's the only one out of her siblings that lives over here in California. Even though I have been there many times, it is like traveling to a new world when traveling there. This is because New Mexico is largely populated by Indians, and they are just surrounded by Indian reservations. The nearest town is about 2 hours away, called Albuquerque, and that's a pretty big city compared to Gallup. And Gallup is a population of 22,000 people. And to put that in perspective, Laverne has a population of 31,000 people. So this town is very small. There's nothing surrounding it besides Indian reservations. And this New Mexico is rich in culture anyways, but this town is very rich in culture, and it's very unique because they're surrounded by so many Indian reservations, and they have so many beautiful things that are so cultural to them. And they have the ceremonials every year, which are put on by the Indians, and those are really, really beautiful ceremonies. And if anybody ever gets a chance to go to one, I highly recommend it because it's really great. And I wish I would have went there for my experience, but that's only in a certain time of the year. But what I did for this assignment while we were there is I just really observed everything going on. And I really never do that because I'm focused on my family and visiting and seeing how people are. But this time I really paid attention to the culture and how the different cultures are treated. And because of the Indian reservations, they are kind of outcast, the Indians. They have pumped up the crime rate there in New Mexico. Also, the non-Indians produce crime as well, of course, but the Indians really contribute to it because a lot of them drink heavily, have a lot of drunk driving records, have caused fatalities because of their drunk driving. And the Indians, it is sad though, because when people see Indians on the road, they pull over because they are crazy. They have nothing to lose, is how it is put in a lot of people's ways. And that is very prejudiced, and it's sad to see that. And it's sad for the kids growing up that way, because then they view other people in a negative way when you don't know them. And that's what's really sad to me. Also, too, they are outcast because the Indian children can either go to school on the reservation or through the public school system. And I'm not exactly sure how that works, if they go, who decides where they go. I don't know if it's their family or what. I should have really asked my grandma about that, because she would know, because she went to school with a lot of Indians. And they are outcasts, though. It's almost like they're outsiders looking into a different life, and they're on the outside. And it's the same way for the people on the inside, looking out on them, calling them when they don't really know them. They just know a stereotype of them. And I feel like the really negative part, is that children in Gallup aren't exposed to other cultures the way they should be. Here in California, I feel like we are a melting pot of people, especially in Los Angeles. There are so many different cultures. Even in going to downtown LA, you can go to Chinatown, Koreatown, Olvera Street. But, there they only have Hispanic, Spanish, and the Indian cultures. And so I just feel like they need to be taught about other cultures too. But the only thing I really like too is that they're really taught about their culture, and I feel like here in California we're not necessarily taught about our culture, just other things that are happening in the world. But I really learned a lot from this assignment. I really learned how the non-Indians view the Indians, and it really breaks my heart, because I just feel like everybody should view each other the same, and we shouldn't judge them because we don't know them. And that is all. Thank you so much.